Hi there, I'm Angie and welcome to Yoga with Angie, guys. So if this is your first time, thanks for joining. And if you've been following me, thank you again for continuing this journey with me. I really appreciate it. Love having you here. So today I'm here in Michigan and I'm filming and I wanted to do something especially for the holidays, more grounding practices. This is also great for balance if you want to work on balance, and also for prenatal. So a lot of things that we want to work on to sustain a healthy body and create, maintain that energy and connection to our mind and body and to the earth. Great practice today for all levels, just like all of my yoga. So whether you're just a beginner starting out or you're advanced, please feel free to join in. Forward to this practice. Get into something comfortable, grab a mat, and I'll meet you here on your mat. So we're going to start today in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. If you want to put a blanket underneath your tailbone, underneath your spine to start to elevate the spine a little bit, just start to find that comfortable seated position, whatever that might be. So I'll start by letting the spine grow nice and tall. So root your tailbone into the ground, drive your pelvis forward, and then draw those shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Let's start by taking a deep breath in through the nose and long exhale out. Deep breath in through the nose, long exhale out. As you continue with your breath, draw in all the way from the root of the pelvis. So draw that breath all the way in, letting the spine grow tall. And as you exhale, feel that breath draw all the way back down through the base of the spine, rooting your pelvis, your seat, your legs, your feet, everything in the mat. And feel the spine start to loosen up as you feel that weight kind of draw into the mat. Keeping the upper body nice and relaxed. Continuing with your breathing as you inhale through the nose. Continue with those lips sealed as you draw that breath all the way back down through the back of your throat. Continuing with those long inhalations and exhalations. And just taking this time to set your intentions for today, this session. Finding that intention, whether it's to restore balance, whether it's to find that connection with the mind and body, whether it's just to let go of some things that have been weighing you down. Setting that intention, making it a clear intention, breathing it in, and breathing it out to the world. So when we set those intentions, we use our breath, honoring our breath, taking it in, and then we let it out into the world. Take it away, that weight off of our shoulders, off of our body, and let it into the world. Let out that intention. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's take a few more here. And exhale. Draw the chin into the chest. Let the head fall heavy here. Once again, focus on rooting your tailbone, the pubic bone, rooting that into the ground, releasing away that tension, and just feeling what it feels like to be here seated on your mat, and releasing that tension in the neck and shoulders as you let the head fall heavy and the chin come into the chest. Releasing that work in the spine. Continue with those inhalations and exhalations. One more breath here. As you inhale, start to draw your chin forward, releasing that spine, and just gently take your head back, drawing the chin forward, opening up the neck, the chest, keeping those shoulders drawn down. And as you exhale, come back to center and opening your eyes. So let's start in a tabletop position. So we're going to work our way gently into a tabletop position. Start with a few cat-cows that I love to do just to kind of open up the body. So drop the belly, draw the chin and chest forward, press down through those palms, tilt the tailbone. And as you exhale, press down, driving the pelvis forward, tucking that tailbone under, and pressing those palms into your mat as you peel the shoulder blades away from your ears. 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more here. Inhale. And exhale. And next inhale, come back into a tabletop position. So let's start by engaging the core, working on our balance. So starting by extending that right arm forward, left leg back. So find yourself right here in the center of your mat. Ground yourself right here in the center of your mat. So take that left hip, drive it down in line with the right. Reach and extend that right arm forward. Flex into that left heel. So you want a long line all the way from the right fingertip through that left heel. Deep breath in, lengthen, head is in line with the spine here. Once again, engaging that low belly, finding your place and your space in the universe. Deep breath in, lengthen. And as you exhale, release. Bring that right palm down to meet the left. And just kind of take those hips, shake it out right to left. And then come back into your tabletop position. From here, press down through that right palm. Extend that left palm forward. Take that left leg, right leg, extend it back. Once again, taking that right hip in line with the left. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw a line from the left fingertip through the right heel. Deep breath in, long spine. Engage the low belly and find your space. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, release both hands down to your mat. Take your toes together, knees wide. Take child's pose. Sink your hips back into your heels. Extend your arms long and let your crown of your head fall heavy. And just kind of take that forehead and bring it onto your mat. Rock your head maybe right to left. So feeling that tailbone draw down, the pelvis draw down into the heels. Rooting your base into the mat, into the ground. Also rooting that forehead, those elbows and palms into the ground. So this is a great safe space and a safe pose to take at any time, either during your practice, during the day, grounding yourself into the earth. Whenever you're feeling uneasy, unbalanced, this is a great grounding pose. Relaxing the neck and shoulders and letting those hips sink into the heels. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. As you inhale, slowly come back up to center. Come back up onto those palms, curl those toes under, press down through the palms, and lift your hips high. Start by just pedaling out the feet. Let's just find your space here in downward dog. Maybe your feet stance are hip distance apart, maybe they're mat distance. Press down into the palms, squeeze those inner elbows, and then drive those hips back. As you drive the pelvis forward, ground your toes into your mat and then drop your heels. Again, if it's too tight in your hamstrings and your calves, just slight bend into the knees, keeping that long line all the way from the palms through the crown of the head up through the base of the spine, and then press back through the heels if that feels right. Deep breath in here.
Big exhale. Once again, this is a great grounding pose. Taking any time of the day where you feel that need, that connection to your body, to the earth. One more breath here. Next inhale, take a big step to the top of your mat. And then let your head fall heavy. Find your fold. Just kind of grab opposite elbows here. Relax the neck and shoulders. And feel those feet planted into your mat. As you release the neck, shoulders, the head falls heavy here. Great way to release tension in the spine, the neck and shoulders. You just take a forward, side to side, slight bend in the knees. Release those palms and slowly rise up, one vertebrae at a time. Reach those arms overhead, deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring those palms to heart center. Let's just take a minute here. I'm going to face you with your feet mat distance, or not mat distance, hip distance apart. Shoulders drawn down and back. Bring those palms out to the side, facing out. Draw the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Tuck that tailbone under. Keep your head in a neutral position. Once again, feel that connection to the earth, the connection through the toes, the heels, all the way up through the legs. Grounding yourself here in this space on your mat. Let's take one more breath here. Next inhale, reach the arms overhead. Bring those palms to touch. Now interlace those fingers, bring those index fingers to touch. Deep breath in. Rooting your heels, your toes into the mat, drawing all the way through the crown of your head and taking those elbows back in line with the ears. As you exhale, big reach over to that left side. Continue to draw that right elbow back in line with the right ear, opening up the shoulders. Deep breath in, big exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. As you exhale, big reach over to the right. Draw that right elbow back in line with the ear. And as you inhale, come back up to center. Deep breath in, release those palms. Press those palms away. And as you exhale, bring them back down to your side. Now from your position at the top of your mat, as you inhale, reach those arms overhead one more time here. And as you exhale, find your fold, release your palms down to the earth, let your head fall heavy. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift here. And as you exhale, step back into your plank pose. So from your plank pose, you're gonna tuck your tailbone under and you're gonna float onto this left palm. If you need to drop this left knee, you can do that and extend that right arm to the sky. Otherwise, keeping your hips stacked, you can either stack your feet or take one foot in front of the other. Deep breath in, root that left palm into the earth and lift from the inner left side waist as you reach and extend that right arm to the sky. Deep breath in, big exhale, deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back into your tabletop position. Take your knees wide, sit your hips back into your heels, extend your arms long here. Deep breath in, big exhale. One more breath in, and exhale. As you inhale, slowly work your way back up into a plank position. So giving yourself that break here, tuck the tailbone under, press that left palm into the mat, reach and extend that Right palm plants into the mat, left arm extends to the sky. Lift from that inner right side belly. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Imagine your right palm and your toes rooting into your mat. And as you exhale, the left palm meets the right. In chaturanga or drop down to your knees. Come down onto that belly. Take a mini cobra here. Inhale. Drive the chin and chest forward. Squeeze those inner elbows. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. And as you exhale, take child's pose with those knees wide and sit back into your heels. If you are pregnant here, you definitely want to stay out of that cobra position, so always take the modification or just sit back into child's pose from there. And when you're ready, working yourself back up into a tabletop position, curling those toes under and coming back into your downward dog. Let's extend that right leg back all the way to the sky. Rotate that right hip back, bend the knee. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, take that right knee to the front of your mat, dropping that right foot. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Maybe take your gaze back, taking those elbows in line with your ears here. Deep breath in. Big exhale as you drive the hips forward. Now bringing those palms to heart center. Curl that back left toe under and come up into a high lunge here. So as you inhale, reach and extend those arms overhead. Press back into that left heel. Inhale, drive those elbows in line with the ears here. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, step into that right side foot. So place your weight into that right side foot and slowly start to float up onto that right foot. Keep your spine nice and straight here. Flex into that left foot. Once again, rotate that left hip down in line with the right. Deep breath in. And exhale. You're in your warrior 3 position. Finding that connection into the toes, the heel, rooting the base of the foot into the ground. One more breath here. Now as you exhale, release that right hand down either onto a block or you can release it onto the floor and then extend your left arm to the sky. Flex into that left side heel, reach and draw that left shoulder back. Maybe try taking your gaze beyond those fingertips. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more breath here. And as you exhale, drop that left foot back down onto your mat. Drop your left knee and then heel toe that right foot all the way to the right side of your mat. Press down into that left palm. Right palm comes onto the right knee. Rotate your gaze beyond that right elbow, taking a gentle twist here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, finding your twist, drawing that left hip down in towards your mat. And next inhale, come back up to center. If you want to get a deeper stretch here, stay here. Come into the outside of that right foot. So the right heel is planted, the right foot comes kind of just arching it out onto that right foot. So you're taking the base of your foot off of your mat. And then gently start to work maybe down onto your elbows, opening and allowing that right knee just to kind of bow off to the right side. Deep breath in here. Big exhale. One more breath here. As you exhale, release. Slowly walking your palms back up to center. Bringing that right toe back in line with the left. Taking a big step back, either you can come into a tabletop or come into a plank position and slowly work your way down onto your mat. Inhale, mini cobra. Once again, if you're pregnant, watch your belly. And as you exhale, take those knees wide in child's pose, extending those arms overhead, letting the crown of the head fall heavy, relaxing into the neck and shoulders. One more breath here. And when you're ready, slowly work your way back up into your downward dog, curling those toes under. Extend that left leg back, bend the knee, and just kind of open up that left side hip. Rooting that right foot into your mat, opening up that left side hip. And then left knee comes to the front of your mat. Drop that left foot. Right knee drops. Inhale. Reach and extend those arms overhead. Drive the hips forward, so make sure your elbows are in line with the ears. Deep breath in, long line. As you extend through your spine, up through the crown of your head here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drive the hips forward. One more inhale, reach. Exhale as you drive the hips forward. Now slowly start to bring those palms back down onto your mat. Here's the tricky and fun part. Curling that back right toe under. Let's see if I can do this. And pop up into your high lunge here. Press back into that right side heel. Inhale, reach and extend those arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper as you press back into that right side heel. Inhale, draw those elbows in line with the ears. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, bring those palms to heart center and start to float onto that left side foot. So coming up into a left side warrior 3. So make sure your hips are nice and square. Press back in through that right side heel. Chest is open here. Nice long line from the base of the spine through the crown of the head. Holding here, one more breath. Rooting that left toe and heel into your mat. Now on the exhale here, take that left palm down to your mat and reach and extend the right arm to the sky. Props are great here. If I had a prop, I'd be using it. And take that right hand to the sky. Slight bend in that left side knee if you need to. Flex into that right side foot. One more breath here. And as you exhale, take that right foot back down into your low lunge. Right palm plants onto your mat, left palm plants onto the knee. Take a gentle twist over that left shoulder. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more breath here. And exhale. And coming back, if you want to have, once again, a deeper stretch in that left side hamstring and glute, you can absolutely take it here. So keep your chest nice and open here. Come into the outside of that left side foot and gently start to walk those elbows down onto your mat, relaxing the neck and shoulders and letting the head fall heavy here. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. And next inhale, slowly start to walk back up to center. And I'm going to take you right back, take that left foot back in line with the right, come into your plank position. Once again, if it's too much here, drop down onto those knees and slowly work your way down onto your mat. Inhale, mini cobra. And as you exhale, take a seat back into your child's pose. Hips sink back into the heels and let the crown of the head fall heavy. Deep breath in and exhale. One more breath. And when you're ready, slowly work your way back into your downward dog, lifting those hips high. And then take a big step to the front of your mat. Let the head fall heavy, relax the neck and shoulders. And slowly rise up. One vertebrae at a time. Reach those arms overhead. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your palms to heart center here. So keeping your feet grounded into the earth, toes and heels pressing into your mat. Drawing those shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Once again, finding your root. Allowing those toes to feel the earth, the heels to feel the earth, and drawing into the four corners of the feet, and then up through the legs, to the hips, into the core. Now from here, if you can, a little extra challenge for you. Start to bend those knees. Maybe bring your toes a little bit closer together, and then start to bend into those knees. And you're going to come into your toe pose. So bringing those toes, pressing them into your mat, keeping your palms at heart center here. Chest is nice and open, rooting yourself into your mat. If you want to close your eyes here, you can do that. But grounding those toes into your mat, just like where we started, coming back to that intention of where you want to be today in this practice. Keeping yourself focused on the earth, mind and body connected to the earth. One more breath here. And slowly bring your chest onto the thighs if you can. I'm almost at the point where I can't. But let your head fall heavy, and then grab those knees and then just roll onto your back. Bring those knees into your chest. And grab those toes. So take the index finger and the middle finger and just grab the toes and bring those knees into your chest. Now take that right foot, extend it long, and then switch. Left foot, extend it long. Do one more each side. Root the base of your spine into the mat as you extend those legs long. One more time on the left side. And then maybe taking both legs together if that feels good for you. Extending those legs long and pressing the tailbone into your mat. And if you want to play here, take a wider stance, bring your feet together. If you want to take it into a plow pose here, you can do that, your choice. But it's great for stretching out the hamstrings and grounding yourself into the earth, connecting to your body. One more breath here. And as you exhale, bringing those knees into your chest one more time here. And then allowing those knees to fall over to the right side of your mat, taking your right palm and placing it on your knee. So making sure there's a connection there. And then also taking that left shoulder and planting it into your mat. If you're pregnant, like myself, you're not doing this the full expression. So you're not necessarily drawing that left shoulder all the way into the mat. Maybe you're just drawing that left shoulder back, opening up that left side body. Let's take one more breath here. And as you inhale, come back up to center, bring those knees into your chest, and then let those knees fall over to the left side of your mat, drawing your right shoulder into your mat, and just gently placing that left palm on top of that right knee. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, maybe taking your gaze further over that right shoulder. And next inhale, come back up to center. Let's take those feet, ground them into your mat, heels right underneath the seat. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. Let's take it into a bridge pose. So as you draw those shoulder blades down and back, squeeze the glutes and inner thighs and lift those hips. So squeeze the glutes and inner thighs, lift the hips off of your mat, Draw the shoulder blades down. Maybe interlace those fingers right underneath your hips. Now ground your heels, your toes, and your shoulders into the mat and press down into those fingertips. And taking both fists onto your mat. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more breath here. Press down through the heels, squeezing the thighs. And as you exhale, release those hips down into your mat. Maybe give yourself one last squeeze. And then take those heels and toes together, knees wide. And let's find our final resting pose. Letting the hips become open. Planting our hips, our pelvis, our spine, our tailbone into the mat. And feeling those knees and inner thighs start to fall heavy as they start to draw into the earth. Shoulders draw down, become heavy as they draw into the earth. Feeling that belly rise and fall as it starts to become more shallow. Feeling it